in the NBA should ever wear 23. I've been working on that shot my whole life, and for that one to go in, that was liberating right there, man.
And I'm not shoving it aside, like it don't mean anything. I know it's important. I do. I honestly do. But we talking about
23 Shots of JD podcast.
Can you just not do that, bro?
Oh, you
I
want that?
literally just started.
Okay.
The first second is you just caressing the mic like a dick.
I can't sit still. I gotta fiddle.
Well, you don't have to fiddle it like that. Like the way you're doing it was a bit too sexual, a bit sexually connotated.
Wow. Okay.
But hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy Jordan. No, what's up, guys? Jordan back on the 23 Shots of JD podcast. Obviously you heard another voice. Familiar voice, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how many people saw the historical podcast, the 2 guest podcast, but I've got one of the guests back on. Not really a guest. He's my roommate.
I'm a guest on the podcast, though.
You are a guest on the podcast.
This is your space, and I'm a guest into it.
Oh, okay. Jeez. Ooh. All right. Coming in hot. Did you introduce yourself in the last podcast? I think you sort of did.
Yeah.
But if no one knows, it's Ben.
It's the roommate, Ben.
It's the roommate, Ben. The guy who's had... this is your 3rd appearance, actually. It's your 3rd appearance.
I'm probably featured in a bunch, just my voice in the background.
Yeah, just your voice in the background. But, yeah, got him on the podcast. I think he's a bit, He wanted to come back on. I'll just be honest.
You asked me back on.
He saw the clout. He saw the bit of fame because the podcast came #1 in Australia. He was like, oh, they must love me. And it's like, well, not really, because the common denominator in all the podcasts is really Jordan. So it could just be me, but I don't know. Maybe it's just...
Honestly, I feel like it probably is you.
I feel like the fans got to your head a bit, but...
you asked me back on because you did not want to do it alone again. Let's be honest.
You know what it is.
I was perfectly fine playing PlayStation.
That's fine. Right. You got to calm down on Rocket League, man. I don't know if anyone still plays Rocket League. Just message me or something, so I could hook you up with.
Man, 60,000 people are online right now.
There's like 8 billion people in the world. 60,000 is not a lot.
It is a lot for but
that's like barely that's like 2 suburbs. That's like a suburb.
Yep. Okay, well, don't really care, do I?
God, jeez. Great conversation. But the reason I actually want to get better on the podcast because I did want to talk about this for the longest time, but I feel like some people won't feel like I'm legit if I said it, so I had to bring in a witness. This probably will be the title of the podcast as well. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm officially 6 foot tall. And I had to bring Ben on because he's the only one that can verify. I truly am 6 foot tall.
Okay, well,
can you please re-emphasize that point?
I don't know.
Jordan is 6 foot tall. If no one knew how tall I was before, I was like, coming out of high school, I was like a 5'7", 5'8". If anyone's on the Reddit game, I was referred to as a manlet, short king, hashtag to my short kings.
I feel like manlet's it's a known term now.
Is it? Yeah, I feel like it is. Ever since you mentioned the term manlet, I always hear it just around. So, yeah, I was a so-called manlet, and
I think it's an offensive term, honestly.
Yeah, but I embraced it. I embraced it though. I embraced the manlet. I was like, you know what? I like to say short king because short king is just a better term for myself. So, but if you want to say manly, I accepted the manly. I was like, I'm 5'8", 5'9", I'm proud. And for Filipinos, if no one knows, I'm Filipino. For Filipinos, that'd be tall. That'd be tall.
Yeah, didn't you go to your wedding? You had a...
Oh, no, not my wedding.
Yeah, sorry, not your wedding, but...
Yeah. Well, I'll get onto it later, but
sure.
Basically, I'm 6 foot tall, and no one can deny that.
Well, yeah, pretty much. There's this 3D body scanner at one of the shopping centers nearby.
Yeah.
All the lads like they do. We were, walking.
Well, actually, let me get some. Let me get some context.
Right.
Before I used to make be a bit boisterous in how tall I was. Cause I used to say, oh yeah, I'm like 6 foot. I'm like 6 foot, and then obviously, as Ben mentioned, there's this body scanning machine at the local shopping center, and he kept going, "Oh, we'll prove it. Let's go there." And we just never found the time, and then we went out for dinner with some of our mates, and then we actually happened to go there. It was open. The last time we went there, it wasn't open, and then he sort of says, "Oh, Jordan was avoiding it." I wasn't avoiding it. because I knew what the results were gonna come. But basically, we went there, and the body scanning happens. And yeah, I went in there, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit scared. I was a bit, who knows
You
what
were
could
trying
happen.
to puff out your chest to get the best possible
like
result.
yeah. The first attempt didn't work because I wasn't doing it properly. I was trying to.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you had your hat on as well, didn't you?
No. It's because you know how you're meant to put your fist on the sides.
Yeah.
I didn't put my fist on the sides. I put them like straight along my body.
Oh, to
I
try-
went chest up, like chest up. Because I
Yeah.
remember like the reason I did that because I remember in public school or something, or primary school, sorry. There was like an Olympic runner that went to our primary school to talk about like sports or whatever, and he goes like, oh, like anyone in the world can get 2 inches extra height, and I was like, dude, if I was short before, I was like a midget. Actually, that's probably offensive. I was really, 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 really short in primary school. So he's like, oh yeah, you can do this one thing if you gain 2 inches in height, and I was like, yo, dude. What? No way! I need to know. I need to know this. And basically, he just stands up and he just puffs his chest.
Yeah,
and
but no one's walking around
He
like
just
that.
puffs his chest, and I was like, "Yo, this is a game." And so, like, literally for that day, I was just doing puff your chest, Conor McGregor style, walking, like with my arms swinging, just going, "Look at me! I'm finally like 4'5".
But no one does that and walks around like that. So.
No. My mom's weird about it as well. Sometimes she's like straighten your. Like, she always goes like. Make sure you walk and sit with your back straight. I'm like, no one does that. You look weird if you do it.
Yeah.
Like no one, like
Well, your mum's concerned with her height.
no, like you, like
your
back,
posture.
your back, yeah, your
Is
posture.
she a woman lit?
Huh?
Is she a woman lit?
Woman lit?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Well, it's like a man lit, but like a woman.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. It's
it's over.
well, Phil,
Not the
like,
greatest of
the thing. No,
genes.
the thing is like manlets and womanlets should be culturally contextualized. Like if you're 5'7" and you're Swedish, you are a manlet. But if you're 5'8", 5'9", and you're Chinese, surely you can't be referred to as a manlet.
No, this is how it goes.
Surely you cannot
It's
be
anything
referred to as a manlet.
Anything that starts with 5 is a manlet.
Jeez.
That's how it works, apparently.
Then what about 4? It's just game over. I
Oh, no,
guess.
that's
it's just
right.
game
It's
over.
just 5, I think.
Really, 5.
So if you're 4'11", you're safe. As a
Wow.
man.
So you want to be super short
You
or
either wanna
really
be
tall? You
super
don't
short or just like above.
5.
really. Jeez.
It's the golden ratio.
But okay, let's get back to the point. I am 6 foot. I went into the body scan machine. It didn't work the first time. I went for a second try, and we could go into semantics. We can go into all the intricate details. But at the end of the day, I am 6 foot tall, and no one can deny that.
Okay,
It's
so
on my Instagram bio. It is cannot be denied.
it was 178 centimeters.
It,
Which we looked online. You do shrink. It was about 9 at night. You do shrink.
It was
throughout the
very
day.
late at night, and I did wake up early. So we got to talk about spinal compression there. Yeah, thank you for bringing that
we
up.
looked that up, and it was about. What?
It's about 3 to 4 centimeters.
yeah.
3 to 4 centimeters, roughly. It sometimes it's 1.5 centimeters. Sometimes it's 5 centimeters.
And you're
So
never walking around without shoes, So
exactly,
you gotta factor in.
exactly. So like,
You gotta factor it in.
if I'm wearing like the Roshis or the Ultra Boosts, which give you that fat heel, that thick heel, or even like some Timberland boots that some tall people that I know who put insoles in them just to get them extra height, just do it.
It's for my knees, alright? They hurt.
They're for my knees.
It's for, what's it called? Orthopedics?
Orthopedics, yeah.
For them.
But yeah. So taking that all into account, I am 6 foot tall.
Okay.
I'm 6 foot. I will accept that. But then you failed to accept that at all. I don't know why. Because you are 6'2". We did this. He did the scan.
I don't believe
and
it.
you came 6'2", and he doesn't want to
I don't
take
accept
6'2".
it.
He wants to accept 6'1". I do not understand.
It's because it's just not true, isn't it? I'm not a liar. I'm not
It's
a
probably
coward.
because you want to be perfect model height. Isn't perfect model height like 6'1" or something? Or is it 6'2"?
I don't know.
I think it's actually 6'2". I think you were telling me about this. Like the perfect height for models is 6'2".
No, you look up any male model. They all say on Google like 188 centimeters.
Yeah, which is like
And then-
6'2".
And then you go on the classic
Oh,
celeb
dude,
height.
this is why I want to get on the podcast, Ed. We need to bring light to the great man, Big Rob.
Big Rob.
Big Rob, celebheights.com. He might be one of the greatest human beings of our lifetime.
He calls celebrities out.
He
On their height.
exposes heavy.
He does.
Exposes heavy.
So you go on Celeb Heights and he just exposes them.
Exactly. So yeah, if you, everyone does this. When you look at a celebrity, or think of a celebrity, sometimes you go like, oh, how tall are they? And Google or Bing, whatever, browser, whatever search engine you use, I don't know who uses Bing anymore, but yeah, let's say Google, it'll always come up with like, I guess the universal one that comes up, so like 188 centimeters or something like that. You need to go to Big Rob, celebheights.com. That will give you the legitimate goods, the legitimate shit. That's where everything is, all resources.
Yeah.
And like,
It's honestly a game saver. It's like,
game
you know,
changer, game changer. Yeah.
it has saved the game. It's saved the
It
hype
actually has. Actually, it's pretty funny though, because then you just see how many celebrities have just really puffed up
like
their height.
Tom
massively.
Cruise. Isn't he like a 5'7" or some shit?
Yeah, like 5'6", 5'7" or
I
something.
know, it's just like he looks so much taller in his
Yeah.
movie. He's
Would it
wearing
be-
those
yeah.
insoles and the Timberlands.
Exactly. Who was the big one? There was like some big one that we like looked at, and it was like a nearly 2 to 3 inch difference in height, and you're like, I think it was like Shawn Mendes. I think Shawn Mendes like claimed like 6'1", 6'2", and then Big Rob's like, I think he's actually 5'11" and a half, and you're like,
Oh yeah.
jeez, really milking the extra 8 centimeters there, mate. Really milking it.
Well, that's that guy from 5 Seconds of Summer.
Yeah.
He was like 6'4", and then
Yeah.
Big Rob, he knocked him down a peg to 5'11", so that's an
Yeah.
extra 5 inches right there.
I
Pretty
reckon
crazy.
it is pretty brutal. That's
I know.
why. like
I would never want to be a celebrity in case Big
No.
Rob.
Oh, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, obviously the body skin, because they go. He goes into intricate detail, and he's got some hardcore stands, like some fans that just stand by him.
Yeah,
super
the comments on those websites are the funniest.
high.
On
Yeah,
the
they're the
website.
best one. They're like they always
They're like,
feel.
they're like, I can accept a 5'10.75" in the morning, maybe dropping down to 5'10.5".
Yeah.
But, he's never 6'1.2".
Yeah. The best ones when they get the celebrities, like where they have pictures with other celebrities, and they're just like, well, if you look at him next to Justin Bieber was listed at 5'8", and surely he's not more than 3
they
inches
look at
taller.
their
than him.
shoes, but the shoe difference, he has the shoe advantage on.
Yeah,
Always look at
it's pretty hilarious, man. Big Rob, and I feel like the greatest thing Big Rob has is his YouTube channel. I think the YouTube channel is probably, if you want to know Big Rob, go to the YouTube channel. He is probably one of the best content creators we have right now.
I love Big Rob, but it's a bit of a tragic YouTube channel.
Oh god, it is very tragic. The man's like,
The production quality is not there.
wait, the man's like, yeah, Jesus, why is it so slow? Yeah, the man's like 40 or something, and he's still trying to grow taller. He's still trying to grow taller. Like he goes like, oh, five exercises to make you get taller,
yeah.
whatever. And you're like, bro, if you've been hanging let's say for 32 years or 22 years since you're 18, you've been hanging for 22 years and you can just master 5'7" or
He
5'8".
probably just like, whatever. He just probably got mad insecure one day, and he's just like looking up all celebrities' heights, and he's like,
There's a gap in this market. Like, there's a gap for
It did-
real
dude,
celebrity heights.
Dude, he was on it early. He
He
was like
was.
on it 2004, which is literally like when the internet was still in its infancy. So he was really on top of his game.
He probably
and-
makes mad money off that website
yeah.
as well.
Oh god, I forgot what I think it's like. He's had overall in its existence had 70 million visits, which is
yeah, that's
ridiculous. Like 70 million is just disgusting amount of visitors.
crazy. Yeah,
Just
he found his niche, and
exactly, it just worked. It just worked. And like he had, and the best thing about it is he always has photos with the celebrities as well. It's not like
because he goes to the events.
yeah,
he
he like
stands next to them to
yeah, he's
Make
like,
sure he gets the
and
exact
then you see in the
right height.
comments like, oh, don't worry, I'm flying to Boston in November. I'll be able to verify his height for you. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing, man? How do you have like?
That's the only way to get the legit
measurement.
It is. That's why you don't want to meet Big Rob in real life, because he will expose you.
That's how you know you've made it though, when you get to take a
is
picture
true.
with Big Rob.
That is true. But he has like some really just obscure celebrities that you wouldn't even think of. But nah, man, Big Rob's the dude. Big Rob is the dude.
I know.
But
What were we
yeah,
even talking-
I'm just,
import.
huh?
Import.
All right. Oh, wait, you
3D
dude,
scanner.
dude, Big Rob. That would be a collab. Big Rob and Import. That would be the biggest collab of for height. For height. What a collab. But yeah, it's just good to be 6 foot tall. It's something that I'm adjusting to, because like you mentioned before, I went to a wedding on the weekend, and man's a giant. I'm a giant now.
Yeah, didn't you say
I'm a giant.
Third
And
tallest person there.
exactly, and I will say I was wearing some shoes that gave me a bit of extra lift. Probably gave me a bit of could borderline pull me at 6'1.5". Let's
But
just be
everyone was
honest.
wearing that at the weddings.
That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Yeah, actually, yeah.
It should be socially acceptable for a guy to wear heels.
I mean,
Well, what type of
I mean,
heels? Like high heels?
Stilettos.
Stilettos.
Just give me the tallest one
Dude,
you
no.
can get.
The thing is, like, everyone should be able to wear, those shoes, like the chick shoes that are like have a heel like
Oh,
5
yeah.
inch. My sister has those.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the Balenciagas as well.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
know the ones
yeah,
with,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
The triple S or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, I went home and I saw the shoes. And I'm like, jeez,
Why can't
Jesus.
guys get that?
It's literally like. It's probably like 4 inches of extra height. It's ridiculous, but yeah, I don't know why men get so.
Just women
Come
get
on.
everything available to them. They get the
Jeez.
makeup, they get the fake up.
Oh my god!
They get the heels.
Coming in
What
hot.
is that? What do men get?
We do get no. What are things like we could
I don't-
like? There is male makeup. You probably could wear heels if you wanted to, but it's probably not as socially accepted. I do agree. I do agree.
It should be.
I do agree, dude. I do agree. Well, dude, talk about the whole sort of.
We need some
Yeah.
foundation for us.
I think you
my
can.
skin is just fucked.
Apparently, like you can get there's like. I know in like Korea and Asian countries, like BB cream's like really popular
What's
amongst
BB
men.
cream?
Like women use it as well. It's like moisturizer, but it's got like skin.
Like tiny balls in it,
No. No.
like the BBs.
Oh my god, the ones that kids swallowed all the time.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
jeez. I know it's like it's like it's like a moisturizer, but it's sort of like a foundation at the same time. So you can put it on your skin and it moisturizes your skin, but it's like sort of conceals like your blemishes
so
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Gee, are you gonna get on it now? It seems like you want to get on it.
The boy has some blemishes, but
The boy, dude, I have blemishes as well. I know it's just it's a tough life. It's a tough life.
I don't think I'll be getting on that.
No, but you sort of went in on all women though. I don't think Serena Williams will be happy on that.
Oh,
You know? I
wow.
think she'll just be shitting on you hardcore like that.
Just a superb topic changing over
The
here.
transition was meant,
The transition, yeah.
I do want to talk about this because
You were getting a bit mad before the
Oh,
podcast.
I've been mad. I've been mad. When did it finish? Like 2-3 days ago. I have been mad. within
Before
that
you were
3 days
starting the
span.
podcast, you're like, I don't know whether I should just go in on Serena Williams or not.
I don't know. I did not feel confident, but with you here now, you are technically
I'm a realist.
yeah. And let's be honest,
I say
it's-
what's on my mind.
and it's just some straight bullshit. What she said is just it is.
Oh, wow.
On so many different levels, terrible. If I guarantee pretty much everyone's heard of it, but if no one has it, I'll just bring up some audio and give you guys a bit of a refresher on it.
Yeah, she kind of went in, but
kind of went in ill advised a bit. I don't know.
she took the spotlight away from the
Yeah.
deserved
All right,
winner.
here we go. So
All right,
this is the series of meltdowns she had throughout the tennis match. That's so loud.
A few moments later.
Oh, wow. You got the SpongeBob.
Don't talk to me.
Jesus.
Yeah. It sounds like she starts like she wants to cry.
She is sort of crying.
I'm here fighting for women's rights and for women's equality and for all kinds of stuff. And for me to say
The Kirby enthusiasm
is
so good.
it made me feel like it was a sexist remark. I mean, like, how he's never took a game from a man because they said beef. For me, it blows my mind.
I just don't understand how it could be sexist when it's between a woman and a woman.
Yeah,
It's just the
I
judge.
think she's calling it sexist because he
never takes points.
He
away
never
from
takes
her.
points from a guy, but
But he has Djokovic.
yeah, he has. And it's like she goes like, "This happens to me all the time." This is her first time ever getting like a point taken away from. I'm
Is
pretty sure. Yeah, like it's like this is one of her first.
Well, she's
like,
probably just mad that
real
someone actually
indiscretions.
called her out on it this time.
Exactly, and like, obviously you heard of it. And I don't know how many people are sensitive on this like that listen to podcasts, but let's just be real. She's really like demeaning the value of like what she's saying, like by using it in that sort of purpose. You know what I mean? Like, I guess she's calling the referee a cheat and a thief or whatever, and like in any walk of life, like that's definitely not acceptable. You're challenging the integrity of the umpire in this situation, but the referee greatly, more greatly in sports. Like imagine that's happened in rugby league before. Gordon Tallis, a former NRL player during State of Origin, he went up and called the referee a cheat, and then the referee sent him off because you're challenging the integrity of the referee, and he's, that's not how you treat a referee.
It's like at school, you get in trouble for one thing. If you keep talking back, you're just going to get in more trouble. She got 1 point taken away from her. She kept just going after this guy, and then she got a whole game off.
Exactly. It's just like it's just pretty ridiculous. And then she kept using her daughter in the situation when it's like this is a tennis match. Like I don't know. Maybe it's because she's a new mother, and I really don't want to talk about like that aspect of it because it could get a bit wild with the comments and stuff.
How old is her daughter?
She was born this year. Like she was pregnant at the Australian Open. She's only a couple months old. She is a new baby or whatever. Okay. Newborn.
Yeah. I probably don't want to say anything either. I don't know, but do mothers get emotional? Like, do they have... I know when they're pregnant.
Yeah.
Girls are pregnant. They have
I know they have like... It's weird. There's like this thing after... I think it's like after pregnancy. There's a post-pregnancy depression or something, which is pretty wild. That's pretty wild. But yeah, maybe there is some separate, like, because she's been playing a lot of tennis recently, so maybe she's, I really don't want to speak on it because obviously I don't know how Serena Williams feels, but based on what she said and all that stuff, it's pretty ridiculous how she's saying like, oh, because I'm a mother, I would never cheat, and it's like,
she wants to set an example for her daughter.
Exactly, but that shouldn't equate to anything,
To be fair, I don't know if she actually... Like, because the coach, I think he was making some hand gestures or something.
I don't think he blatantly admitted that they cheated, but he did insinuate that he was
might have been doing it subconsciously. Like, do you know coaches in other sports, like they subconsciously like flick their hands or whatever to make them to do it. Like he might not,
I guess, but
still,
tennis is a completely different sport.
You should be more careful, like what you're doing when you're in tennis when it's explicitly against the rules.
Exactly, but she's calling it thief and all that stuff is like.
So she got 1 point for coaching.
Yeah,
and she got one for smashing her racket.
Yep, and then the third one was for constantly berating the umpire. So that's why. Yeah.
Like, just
if she just stopped after the coaching, she would have been fine. But she just kept it's three different things.
Exactly, it's a classic 3 strikes and you're out situation. Like you got a warning.
If she got coached, she got 1 point. Then it's nothing. Like if she stopped, there would have been nothing. Like
exactly,
she
smashed her racket. Like fair enough.
And it's bad as well because it just sort of makes it look like a lot of reporters and stuff were saying like this makes it look entitled and spoiled. It's just like no, I would never do this. Blah 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 blah. It's just like no,
she's done it before.
Exactly, you've done it before.
Like in 2009, it was with the same umpires as well. She was
with the foot fault.
Yeah, the foot fault, and then she got called out for it, and then they disqualified her from the match. It was the exact same.
And then Venus Williams her sister had the exact same altercation about cheating as well. So
coaching.
Yeah, about the whole coaching allegations and stuff. So I don't know.
It does happen in the game, It's not sexist. It does happen.
It does happen, yeah. And it's like, it is pretty funny though, because so many Australian articles are just like, oh, like Batuta Advocate and stuff. It's just like, oh, Serena.
It's like the Onion for Australia.
Yeah. It's like Serena Williams getting angry for acting like an Australian tennis player or something. Like Nick Kyrgios and Bernard Tomic, which is that's pretty funny. But yeah, it's pretty disgusting as well because
when she won, when she was on the pedestal, the Osaka girl,
exactly.
She started crying.
Yeah, that's what I get to. Like,
to be fair to Serena, she was like comforting her and stuff, and she was telling the crowd to be quiet and stuff. But,
exactly. Yeah, that's what we're really gonna get into. Like the sort of the biggest loser about the whole situation is Naomi Osaka, who's like, if you want to, like, she's a 20-year-old player who's half Japanese. She's the first Japanese woman to win a Grand Slam, I'm pretty sure.
And Serena was her idol as well.
Yeah, Serena is her idol. She people dub her the next Serena Williams, just like the way she's a power athlete and all that stuff. Like she's not tall. It's like they're about the same build. So like she very much plays a similar style to Serena. And I actually got some audio as well, her talking, which is
just real quick. It's so selfish from Serena. Like she's taking all the spotlight off Osaka when it's like a 20-year-old up and comer beating this legend, one of the best women's players of all time.
Yeah.
It's just selfish.
Yeah, all right, let me get the audio.
I'm gonna sort of differ from your question. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I know that everyone was cheering for her, and I'm sorry it had to end like this.
Is this after the game?
Yeah, this is like her talking about
Oh, I
her
haven't
win.
heard this one.
This is her talking about her win.
So she's crying while telling this.
Yeah. And then like her parents are crying and stuff.
Parents.
Thank you
Jeez.
for watching the match.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, and then she's just, she's still crying and all that stuff. But it is pretty disgusting how that all played out.
And then in the after, was it a day after or was it after the match? She did the press conference or whatever.
It would have been straight after the match, I
Yeah,
think.
and she was still arguing like this is for women's rights and stuff. It's like,
Yeah,
what are you
if
talking
you heard
about?
it, yeah, she kept going. That's the biggest thing I have a gripe about is
Yeah,
saying
'cause-
that it's women's rights.
Because saying after the match, the the heat of the moment would have been off, so she would have had to think about this.
Yeah, this
And
is her
still- and it-
logically
yeah, and
explaining
still, she
why.
was still gone down
And it's
this
like,
road.
this is why I think this is why I don't know. Maybe a lot of men, even some women, sort of hate feminism and like what it means now. It's because now everyone's just using it in such a like in a more utilized way instead of it like what it's actually meant to use to uplift women. Like she's using it to she's using it as she's using it for her own benefit.
Yeah.
The way it's like she's not like no one her not being proven a cheater does not help women's equality at all. Like what is she trying to prove?
And she's
for
been in
women's
this
equality.
she's been playing tennis long enough. Like this is the clear rules. There's
Yeah.
there's no feminism or sexism about it. This is the rules, and if you break them,
Exactly,
You get a
yeah,
point
and
taken.
and a lot of women think it was pretty demeaning and devaluing to what feminism is, and obviously everyone's gonna. I don't know how many women listen to the podcast, but it
do
get
you get those demographics or
No, I don't see. It'll be email or
smash that like
yeah,
button?
so-
and
or smash
reply
that
in the
like button,
comments.
swipe up, cop the new same order.
Reply in the comments if you're a guy.
Yeah, reply in the comments if you got.
Dude here.
Actually, if you are a female, email me or
DM.
tweet me, DM me, whatever. Just DM me on Instagram, whatever. I will be interested to see how many women listen to podcasts and how you
I
feel
will be
about like.
interested in replying to your DMs.
Oh my god, calm down, mate. Calm
That's what
down.
you secretly want, isn't it?
No, not really. I
All
do
the
want-
women reply to me.
Oh god, mate.
That's what you're saying.
Mate, that's what you want. That's what you're trying to
Okay, yeah,
insinuate.
get
No,
'em. Reply to me.
I'm about building the audience. I just want to know how many women feel about the whole Serena Williams incident, essentially, because, it like I said, it is pretty demanding and just.
No one is going to reply.
Yeah, I know. It was just gonna, or it'd just be. I do want angry tweets. So that would be the goal. To get
That's
some
when you know
angry-
you've made it. When
Exactly.
people are
Getting some
tweeting you.
angry tweets. But actually talking about tweets, dude, I started using like getting more engaged into Twitter and stuff.
Mm.
And like I didn't realize Donald Trump's tweets are just fire. Like he has some heat on his tweets. Like I don't know why they allow him to do
It's
this.
still pretty unbelievable
ridiculous.
that it's like this guy's running the country and he's
Yeah.
just allowed to just tweet whatever he wants.
Yeah, like
No, apparently I read the other day that he has like a whole team that like censor his tweets, and it's just like if this is censored Trump, like
Yeah,
imagine
I
if he was
reckon, I know.
uncensored and doing this.
Look, here we go. The economy is so good, perhaps the best in our country's history. That the Democrats are flailing and lying like crazy. Phony books, articles, and TV hits. It's like, what the hell?
I love him.
Dude, he's amazing. Dude, he's so amazing. He had like this really good one about the NFL where he's saying like, the NFL's ratings have dropped about 30% since last year. Maybe if people didn't kneel for the anthem, they could actually get their audience back. And you're like, oh my god, this is the president
good.
just talking smack about a whole sport,
I love
which
it.
is like,
Yeah.
it's pretty ridiculous that he's still going strong. But like that being said, he hasn't really done much, to be fair. You know what I mean? Like he hasn't really done anything polarizing, I guess. I don't know how to really describe it, but
He did that one thing towards the start where it's just like everyone was getting their visas denied and shit. And like
yeah.
everyone,
Oh yeah, sure.
Whatever that
Look
was.
at here's a tweet. Wow, NFL first game ratings are way down over an already really bad last year comparison. Viewership declined 13%, the lowest in over a decade. If the players stood proudly for our flag and anthem, and it is all shown on broadcast, maybe ratings could come back. Otherwise, worse.
So weird.
I reckon. What a legend.
it.
He's so good. But no, dude, the man's hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
The man is truly hilarious. But God, what's been up with you, mate?
Me.
Yeah, just what's been up with you?
It's well known I have a shit memory. I can't remember.
I was gonna
anything
say,
about
dude, well, the thing is, like, I wanted to get. I wanted you to get on earlier when sort of your life was in a bit of shambles. You just really got to get a grip on life. I think. Like I
Yeah, that's
feel
fair
like
enough.
you just get advice. You like I don't. When was the last time you went to the gym? Like
Oh,
when was the last
last
time?
week.
Jeez,
It's not that
man.
bad.
Where's the consistency? Where's the consistency? But I guess you are preparing because you are going overseas. I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
So,
Going to England.
yeah,
England
that's
for a
probably
few
gonna be.
days. It's
That's
gonna
gonna
be
be
good.
fun. What are you even doing over there? Just
Just chilling for the uni break.
chilling.
Gonna watch some Premier League games.
God.
Gonna watch Man United versus Wolves. Hopefully.
Just have that
'Cause, I don't
conviction.
know,
What-
sold out.
It's like all those books that you read, like those self-help books. They're like, always speak into existence. Never have any doubt. I will become a millionaire. I will have a
I do have
Ferrari.
a lot of doubt.
I will have a lot of doubt about me having the opportunity to watch the Man United Wolverhampton game.
Yeah.
Jeez. How are Wolves going? How are they going?
They're 2 points below Man United at the moment.
Jeez, that's good. That's
I think
well,
they're like
I thought Man United
Seventh.
was trash. It was like so.
Nah.
Are they actually doing decent?
I don't know. There's a lot of like controversy between the coaches and like people are because Pogba.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like a lot of rumors of him going to Barcelona and shit.
Yeah.
And he's the captain of Man United. And
Is he actually?
Yeah. He's like him and Valencia, and he keeps saying
Valencia, does he?
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
Why?
I don't know. Just Valencia doesn't seem like a.
he's the
That type of
He
leader.
usually gets past to the oldest one there.
Oh really?
I don't know why De Gea hasn't had it yet. But
I was gonna
Pogba has.
say I thought De Gea would have it because he's like.
But
one
I
of their
think there was
best
some
players.
like crazy man management thing by Mourinho who was like, because Pogba was talking shit, like saying like, I'm a Man United player now, but maybe in a year I might be in Barcelona and stuff like that.
Really.
It didn't. I don't think he said that, but it was something like that. And then so Mourinho gave him the captain's thing to just shut him up a bit.
Really.
I think so. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And
So many I don't know. It seems like recently, just in all sports, that players are doing that now. Like I was talking to you before about like the whole Le'Veon Bell situation.
Yeah.
The player for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he's just like.
Oh, is he play for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah.
my team.
Oh yeah, it's your team. I forgot.
Fuck, I didn't even know. It's my
It is your team. Wow, your team doesn't even know their best player.
I'm a plastic fan. What can I say?
Okay, fair enough. You are a plastic fan, fair enough. But yeah, like he's basically sitting out because he's having contract disputes because he wants to get paid essentially like a quarterback or like a high, like one of the best players in the league. Which, for his position, he's arguably the best player in the league. I'll admit, but for like. Why would the team resign if you don't even have loyalty to the team like that? Like, you're not only you're letting down the organization, you're letting down the players, your teammates, and the fans.
Yeah.
So, like, why would they even want you to sign? And on top of that, financially, you're just getting slaughtered because you got fined like $900K. So, is it really worth it? I don't know. It's
And why would
pretty
teams
ridiculous.
even want to sign him after this? 'Cause
Exactly.
It shows that he's got attitude problems.
yeah. Well, it's good that he is that good where it's sort of worth
True.
having the risk. Where it's just like
No, not even like.
you might as well cop it, I guess. But
It's like when Dembele at Dortmund was doing the Barcelona transfer. He just stopped
Yeah.
going to training so he would force the transfer. It just shows like
yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
the same as we mentioned a lot in the podcast, me and David before, but the whole Kawhi Leonard situation, he basically just sat out the whole year because he wanted to get traded to another team. Just literally just sat out the whole year. Like he had an injury.
Even when he was on contract.
Yeah, like
That's fucked though. You
wouldn't
sign
they-
a contract. You should
no,
put it
technically he said he was still injured, even though the doctors all cleared him. Like the
Oh,
doctors cleared him. He's like, oh no, I'm still injured. I don't feel comfortable playing. They're just like, bro,
I don't feel comfortable.
I don't feel comfortable. But
I'm so nervous.
yeah, and then basically just forced to trade. He wanted to go to LA, and they're just like they basically just slapped him in the face like, oh, you want to get traded? Fuck you, we're sending you to Toronto.
Oh, that's so
Good luck, mate. You're getting deported from the country.
Did he get sent to Toronto?
Yeah, now he plays for Toronto.
Fuck, I love that.
So now it's like,
I love
No-
that
no
because
one-
if he probably played and showed that he was good enough to move there, they
Yeah.
probably would have traded him fair and square. But if he's acting like a bitch and just like sitting on the side,
exactly, yeah, and
that's what I hate. Like,
and now Toronto.
no person's bigger than the team. You know what I mean? You got to
Yeah.
stop acting like a diva.
I
Just
guess,
play.
yeah. I don't know, but that sometimes I am for the players. Like the whole Ronaldo situation, I was for the player.
What do you mean?
I'm usually about players getting their money because their club
Ronaldo
mate.
did nothing wrong though. He was still on contract.
Yeah.
Even though he showed he wanted to leave, he
Yeah.
played every single week.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
went
that's
to
fine.
training.
But like, I don't know. I'm generally for the players because they make the team so like the amount of money the team pays to them, they're probably making the team so much more money.
nah, fuck
Sure,
that.
definitely. Like literally. Oh God,
It's not a team. It's a team
Well,
game. It's not an individual person.
think about this, right? Think about this. The Los Angeles Clippers were the team like no one cared about them at all. No one cared. They were the worst team. They never made the playoffs for like 20 years. Blake Griffin goes there, Chris Paul goes there, and DeAndre Jordan goes there. And let's say cumulative throughout their tenure at the club or at the team for 5, 6, 7 years, they probably got paid total together maybe $300 to $400 million. Right?
Yeah.
That obviously seems like a lot.
So good.
That's obviously a lot
years.
of money. Yeah, they get paid a shit ton. That's probably how much they got paid cumulative. I'm estimating you could probably figure out the details. But yeah, in that 5 period, the team was probably valued like not that much at all, maybe like 400, 500 million. Because of them, the owner was able to sell the team for $2 billion. $2 billion. So he basically made $1.5 billion off them. So to say that the players don't do anything for the team is pretty ridiculous, especially for a team like the Clippers, which had nothing to do. I'm just saying in certain examples, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe like teams like Barcelona and Real Madrid, like the big dogs, probably no players really truly bigger than the team. But even like a team like Cleveland or whatever, where it was literally no one cared about that, and then LeBron James came in. LeBron James literally sparked the value by like $1 billion probably.
Yeah, but so yeah, they could give them a better contract then.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if you sign the contract, you agree to the terms, you can't back out then.
Yeah. That is true. Well, that's the whole problem in the NRL though. No one respects the contract at all. There's so many people just like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to play.
But that's like it's because of NFL. I mean, sorry, NBA.
Yeah.
It's because like you can't buy players out of their contracts, can you? Like in soccer. You got to trade and stuff like that.
Yeah, you got to trade.
So
Well, actually, you can do a sign and trade, which is like you trade and then you get the rights to sign him. Like you get his bird rights or something, which means you can sign him
On a
first or
later
whatever.
date?
Huh?
What's
So, but I'm pretty sure sign and trade is like, let's say you're a club and you have this much money, but you want to sign this player who's X amount of money, like more money than yours, more money than you have to spend.
Yeah.
You can trade players to get that player and then make him sign for your team or something like that. Which I don't know if it's the same as what you're talking about, but
I'm just saying, like, if a guy wants to move to a certain team in soccer,
yeah,
then and the other team that doesn't have him wants him,
yeah,
then the team can just be like, okay, you can have him, but you got to buy him out of his contract that he signed with us.
oh,
Or you can
okay.
just run down the contract and then you're worth nothing and you can move to them on a free.
Yeah. Ah, okay, yeah.
Like, this
yeah.
is kind of the same thing. If the player wants to move and the other player and the team doesn't want to sell him,
Oh
he can just
yeah,
sit
yeah.
he can just sit out. And
Exactly,
force
and
a
then
move.
then he goes into free agency. Yeah, exactly. That's what again with the Kawhi Leonard situation. If he really wants to go to LA, he could just run it because he only got 1 year left on his contract.
Wait, so he had to move to Toronto. Like, he didn't have a choice. They're like, yeah, you are going.
Yeah, you have to.
That's fucked.
You have to.
What
yeah.
if you don't want to live there?
Too bad, mate. You're there.
Nah,
that's the
that's
whole
fucked.
point. Yeah.
That's fucked.
Like you have no say. Like the only say that he had technically was saying that
I don't
oh
want to
if you trade me there, I'm not gonna re-sign with you. So because he only has a 1 year contract, so like okay, you trade me there, I'm not gonna re-sign with you. So by you trading for me and I leave, you're gonna get nothing in return. Like you basically lost a player. You basically lost 2 players because
Yeah.
they traded their best player for him.
Mm.
So he goes there, and then if he leaves, then they lost their best player they had before, plus Kawhi
I guess that
Leonard.
kind of fucks them more, but
Exactly.
you want to be like, you want to have people on your team that like want to play for the badge, you know?
Exactly.
Have to show the passion and play for them.
Well, I don't know.
and play their best.
But that being said, sports is that's why again I'm more pro player because sports is a business and sport like they're ruthless. So if they
No, it
find
shouldn't be a
if,
business.
if there's a player that's better than you, they're just gonna be like, all right, you're 30 years old now. There's a player that's 22 years old. All right, ladies, mate, we don't need you. You're useless to us. We want this guy. You know what I mean? Even though this guy's probably spent 8 years at the club since he was 22, the whole loyalty just gets
yeah. It
shredded
shouldn't be
from
about
that.
it is about a business and making money and stuff, but it shouldn't be about that first. It should be about like representing your city, representing your team, and like winning trophies and shit, and playing well for them.
Yeah. Well,
But I guess in America you can just like move your team across country to a different city and shit.
yeah, true.
So, that would never happen in like rugby league or like soccer.
What
Because
do
the
you mean?
team's like integrated into the cities and shit.
Oh yeah. There's some like in the NBA, Seattle had a team, and then they got new like this ownership group bought the team,
Yeah.
and then 2 years later, like, all right, we're gonna move them to Oklahoma,
That's so.
and
Fun.
everyone's like, what?
So what was the team name before they moved?
Seattle Supersonics,
And what are they called now?
Oklahoma City Thunder.
So it's a completely different team.
Exactly.
It's not even moving.
But the
It's just
problem is, if they want to make a Seattle team, let's say another, like they want to expand the competition again and make another Seattle team, they can't call it the Seattle Supersonics because the Oklahoma City Thunder organization holds the rights to the Supersonics name,
God, that's fucked.
which is pretty ridiculous. So like, so also let's say, so like the ironic thing is like, let's say I don't Seattle Supersonics won like 2 championships or 3 championships. And then Oklahoma City Thunder technically in their history has 2 to 3 championships, even though they never won a championship under the franchise
Well,
name.
what happens to the new team? Like, surely that people in that city if they didn't have a team, they would be following someone else if they were basketball fans.
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
When that team moves, they just like move
Surely, surely you got to support your local team.
So
Surely.
you just move teams.
Sure, and
then you
especially
just-
Oklahoma because they had no team in Oklahoma.
So who would people? What's the closest other cities to that?
I'm not sure. They would have probably focused on like either like in those states that don't have a team, like a professional team, a lot of them just focus on the college because you know how like
Oh yeah.
because college is it's just so massive in
massive.
America. It's insanely massive, which is
I couldn't imagine that in Australia, like unis.
no, you
Like
can't.
uni.
You can't at all.
Yeah.
That's why I wish I went to college in America. 'Cause it would just been so much. You know, just the whole college life would have been pretty cool.
Rose tinted glasses, man.
No one says that, bro.
Everyone says that.
No
It's a
one
known
says
term.
that.
It's a known.
You're the
term.
only person in my 20s.
'Cause I'm the most intelligent man.
In my, yeah,
I'm the most
oh my
intelligent one.
God, that's a
No one. Everyone says it. It's
that's
a
a
known
disgustingly bold statement to say on the podcast, mate. That is
What,
that is bold.
term. Well, the real ones know.
No, they don't. No one knows that statement.
Yeah, they do.
No one
It's legit
knows.
a known term.
No one really knows that statement.
All right.
But I think like honestly, it would be probably better, or maybe just living on campus again. But you had the experience of living on campus, so
Overrated.
really,
Yeah.
how so?
It's just you know, it just is what it is. I can't explain it.
Maybe it's just because uni's overrated. So you just
It
probably
is.
because you hated uni, you just
I do.
didn't love. Don't worry, I hate uni as well. So
I don't know, just seeing the same people every day. Fuck. No, but that's also a benefit as well.
I was gonna say you see me like every day, so.
True.
But then again, you do hate me, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It's true.
Jesus. Is it though?
Alright.
Please
Oh,
for my-
I saw something in the news. This is going to be a complete topic switch. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
it was
yeah.
interesting.
Go,
'Cause
go.
it- You know, it's a part of the culture.
Okay.
Do you know the makers of Oxycodone?
I don't know the makers, but I know.
Oh yeah, well
Oxy-
the makers of they're getting sued for some shit for promoting. Fuck, like they're promoting it for getting people so addicted to the. God,
Great topic, bro.
I can't.
Great
remember.
topic.
But yeah, well, feel free to change it again. But they're getting sued for like for making people so addicted.
Cool, bro.
Yeah. Like I had it in my mind, and then when the topic was changed, like I just forgot about it.
I was actually into you, like, oh, it's for the culture, and I was like, all right, sweet.
Yeah,
and then
you
you
talk
just,
about rap on this, you know, it's like lean.
yeah. God, the whole lean culture is pretty bad. Just the way the sound, the SoundCloud rapper starter kit it's just way too
Face
real now.
tats,
It is the
the
biggest
dreads.
meme.
The coloured hair,
The colored hair, the face tats,
the drugs,
the drugs are lean, the skinny body, the high voice, the lack of musical
the skinny
talent,
fat body,
the skinny fat, but the 6ix9ine body. God.
the dad.
But
that's just dad bod.
6ix9ine's mainstream now, so can't hate on him. 6ix9ine is
No, you can't hate.
he can't hate. The transition, like literally 1 year, changed. How insane is that? Like his whole in a 1 year span, he's completely changed his life.
Yeah.
Like it was like a, imagine like from the and now he's like, what's that new the Latino song?
Oh,
like
Baby.
da-na-na.
Is that what it's called, baby?
Yeah, baby. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's Mr. Worldwide now.
Yeah, he is. Mate, he is the new Mr. Worldwide.
Everyone hates him. Like you can't say anything because
You can't.
You know, he gets millions of views. Like he's probably the biggest artist in the world.
I think so.
Because every single one of his views.
But even Drake doesn't bang as many views as 6ix9ine does. Like,
I don't think he releases that many songs on YouTube though, Drake.
I guess. But like, okay, here we okay. Let me check. Alright, let me get up 6ix9ine's views.
Every single one of his videos that he releases just trends instantly.
Yeah.
I think that one with Nicki Minaj, it came out like what?
Fifi.
2 months ago? A month
Fifi,
ago?
yeah.
So it's got like 300 million or some shit.
Go ahead, let me check.
What's the
Alright, Bebe, the new one he just released a week ago,
the Latino?
88 million views.
88 million. Fuck.
He released the one with Nicki Minaj, Feifei, 283 million views in 1 month.
Yeah, see, it's
Gummo,
crazy.
273 million views. Billy, 178 million views. Gotti, 219 million views. Tati, 84 million
Snotty,
views.
what's that one?
I don't know. Let me.
Mate, you'll get copyrighted.
Surely not.
Fair.
Come at me 6ix9ine, bro.
Fuck, he's gonna go off on you on Instagram now. Oh yeah, this one. Looking all retarded.
Oh, it's the one where they do the dance in front of the petrol station.
Oh yeah. Alright, turn it off. You might have some haters. There's some haters in our friend group.
I reckon. Nah, let me go to Drake now.
I feel like I did hate him at the start, but
Nah, yeah, I did too.
I hated him. But
I was a closet. I was a closet listener where I was like, oh, dude, he's so shit. Like, why would anyone listen to this mumble rap boy?
like
And then
it's
I'll
shit,
be in my bedroom, like in the middle, going,
like it's shit, but it's just mindless. You know?
Look, in my
goes
feelings,
off.
dude, in my feelings, music video, one of the biggest songs in the world, 120 million views in 1 month.
Yeah,
100. He literally doubled the views of Drake.
but if that, because he released that video because it got so popular.
I guess.
Like, if it
Okay,
came out-
nice for what? 252 million views?
Mm.
5 months.
But if that music video came out when it got popular, when
Alright,
the dance
oh yeah,
kid, it probably-
God's playing.
Mate, can you stop interrupting?
Jeez.
Can you stop interrupting? I'm trying to talk.
You're in my space. It is my space.
It feels like every time I want to talk, you just
Oh,
interrupt.
so, bro, with the time I let you talk, you go.
Sure, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Oxycodone. Yeah, go ahead.
No,
I'll let you.
feel free.
No, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
You
Go
have
ahead.
the floor.
Go ahead. You have the floor.
You
now.
have the floor.
You have the floor.
Yeah, but if he released that when the song started getting big with the dance, I feel like it'd be way more.
Yeah,
Like, he
probably.
released it like a month after the whole thing started.
Yeah, true. I guess. God's plan banged hard. 811
Yeah,
million
exactly.
views, 6 months.
That's
so,
right.
yeah, fair enough. Jeez, Cardi B, dude, 6ix9ine does more than DJ Khaled. Like that's ridiculous. And DJ, like,
Yeah, but he's even
No
big.
Brainer has 123 million views in 1 month. Literally doubled the amount of views.
True.
And DJ Khaled has Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, and Quavo. So, 6ix9ine, man, he is the Don. He truly is the Don.
I don't know why he's so popular though. Like, I get that it's just like mindless going off, music.
It is. It's just
pump-up music,
it's
but
just the perfect
still.
banging music, But the thing is, like, they don't play it in the clubs in Australia though at all. I've never heard anyone drop a 6ix9ine track at a club. Surely if someone
Says the N word too much.
Surely if someone dropped a 6ix9ine track, it would. But dude, they drop like Kendrick Lamar and stuff, like
Yeah.
heavy. Remember when we went to that club and Kendrick Lamar came on? We were just like, oh, that's my favorite part when like
everyone knows the song.
Exactly. When I remember silent disco. Where they have the headphones.
Yeah.
Where you listen to it. I remember one time. God, I forgot what song it was. I think it was definitely a song with a lot of N words, and I purposely took off my headphones because they don't play the music out loud.
Can you
It's
hear
in your
people
headphones.
mouthing it?
I know. No, you hear it. You just hear so many white kids just say the N word. You're like, wow, this is pretty ridiculous. And it's like just saying the word as well with no backing track. It's just like, nah.
Isn't it just mad awkward if you take off the headphones in a silent disco?
It is.
It's like everyone just breathing and stuff.
Exactly. It's so quiet. It's so quiet. It's so quiet.
So these people go like,
Yeah, or you just hear people talking, but they're talking really loud because they're trying to talk to someone with headphones on as well. And you're just like, yeah, it is pretty
do
weird.
they give you the headphones?
Yeah, they do. It's
Can you
pretty.
just run out?
Huh?
Can you just run out with them?
No, you can't because obviously there's people at the entrance.
Are they like good headphones, like Bose?
Nah, they're like decent headphones, and
Just stuff them in your pocket and run out.
you can't because they're colored. Like they have lights on them. They're like
Stuff them in your pocket.
they're like fluorescent.
Stuff them in your pants.
You can't because they're like the headphones arm way, like the audio tech, like that size.
Yeah, just stuff them in your pants.
Well, what are you gonna do with them though? Like
Or use
you
them
can't-
later on
For what?
for listening to music.
It's not even Bluetooth. It's like specially connected to this software.
I'm sure you could reroute it or something like that.
Wow, that's a lot of effort just to.
It's
For
free
that.
headphones.
Oh my god, you're the one that's just bought for headphones for
True.
100 beans, so you shouldn't be the one.
$100 is not that much for headphones though.
It really no earphones. Earphones. That's pretty
Nah,
expensive
nah.
for earphones.
Mate, the culture goes really deep in these.
Earphones. $100.
Earphones, yeah, you can spend way more money.
You can, but like,
$100, I feel like that's just a solid starting point.
Well, that means you sort of It sounds like you want to be part of the game, but you're
I
too
don't
scared
wanna
to be. Dive in.
It's because I know that
You're in the
earphones
shallow
always
end. You're in the
break.
shallow end. And then you have the big boys at the deep end. You're like, oh, I want to be part, and then you just don't.
Well, the shallow end is comfortable, you know. It's
God, get out of
I
your
feel
comfort
comfortable
zone.
in there.
Comfortable, yeah.
Comfortable zone.
I guess monetarily, you got to be comfortable with $100 spend. Dude, I'm talking mad smack. My Bluetooth headphones are like $50.
Yeah, they're probably trash.
They're actually decent. They're decent. JBL, decent.
They are
Not
trash.
sponsored.
That's why you're using my headphones.
No,
right
not
now.
sponsored. But
Then why are you using my
because
headphones right now?
mine's not wired. They're just strictly Bluetooth.
I'm sorry.
Well, I don't want to connect Bluetooth on my laptop. Wow, you really want to fight? You really want to fight? Like
Go
you
ahead.
know what? Smack you
Actually
so
smash
hard.
you.
Actually,
Oh my god.
no, the thing like
you
I
get
would
smashed.
actually make you go night night.
Oh,
I will make you go
Night-night.
night night. Go to bed, mate. Have you with disease?
Do it.
Oh, you want me to do it now?
Yeah, do it.
But what is good for?
that's another topic.
Absolutely nothing. Jeez, you just aggressive with the top. I don't
Next
know.
topic.
Next topic, please. Next topic, please. Jeez, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. What else do I have? Surprisingly, somehow I got all the topics off.
You got a topic?
Yeah, I wrote some notes for like if I was gonna do a podcast with you. All I have written down, I basically said most of what we're gonna talk about. The one I have written down, Gamergate. That's all I have written down.
That's too old to talk about.
I know.
I feel. Go home, gamer girl.
Go home, gamer. If no one knows it, but we just explain it a bit so they can just look it up. What Gamergate is.
What's been happening in the world?
What is it? What is Gamergate?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I
I
thought you
asked
said
you what-
look it up. I thought you said to your listeners, look it up.
No. I said explain to what it is so they can look it up.
It's just like, I don't know. What does gate even mean?
I don't know. It's sort of started with like Pizzagate, the whole Donald Trump situation.
Yeah, but
with,
why is
like,
it called gate?
I don't know.
Like a gate?
Geez, that could be exploration in the internet.
Gamer gate. Well, yeah, pretty much
How
like.
do you even the gate?
I don't actually know what it was. I just saw the CSI episode with the gamers beating up that chick because she's a gamer girl.
Yeah, it was basically just a portrayal of how gamer girls are, how girl gamers are within the gaming community, and it's pretty crazy. Just look it up.
I have, as someone who plays games, I can relate. You know, when I see a gamer girl, I just want to just.
Oh my god! Oh my god! that could either be taken sexually or not. Like, I want to
making a fist for.
making a fist again. That could be.
I just want to.
I just want to with my fist. Jeez,
I just want to smack.
Snack.
Go home, gamer girl.
Go home, gamer girl. Dude. When did the word snack become a universal term for being like attractive or hot?
Snack.
Yeah, like oh, dude, that girl be a snack. Like like a snack.
The first time I ever heard it was.
Dude, I'm dripping so.
Interrupting
I'm
again.
Dude, I'll slap you in the face. I'm dripping so fresh in my gear, bro. I'm looking like a snack.
The first time I ever actually heard it was recently in the Cardi B and Bruno Mars finesse video. I saw in the comments, it's like Cardi B looking like a full snack.
That they always use it, the full snack.
Like a dead set full snack.
But like what? Like what's the dead ass? Like dead ass, bro.
Dumb thick.
Dumb
thick.
looking like a snack. Like a snack.
Nah, Cardi B's disgusting though.
Dude, there's so many snacks on the gram. There's way too many.
Yeah, nah.
Way
They
too
all
many
look-
on the gram.
They
Way
all
too
look
many.
the same though. Like
They
all
do.
go for
they
the
do.
Kim K look.
Yeah, dude. We have a friend.
The London look.
Dude, we have a friend that if you look at his Instagram timeline, literally the exact same chick, just like just different types of the same chick, just big boobs, big ass,
And tattoos.
thick tattooed sleeves, and you're like,
Fake lips.
yeah, fake lips, Botox in the face, and maybe that's some people's preference, but that's not my preference.
not right.
I like a nice, simple Camila Cabello. Please answer my DMs. Just
Lily Reinhart, answer my DM.
Lily. Oh god, Bandana Betty. Bandana Betty. Jeez, we really stopped watching that TV show.
Yeah,
we
we
were
need to
super
get back.
into it for a while, and then we just stopped.
We're waiting for the new season to end. It's probably far.
No, I think it ended, and now it's
There's a new one?
yeah. I really
shit.
don't. I really don't know. And don't spoil Riverdale for me, but like just
No
comment.
one's messaging you, mate.
How do you know, dude? I got some random message, right?
Oh, tell him about the YouTube comment. You gonna
Oh yeah, I got
expose
some
this guy?
YouTube. Alright, if the guy's listening to this, whoever commented on my YouTube channel, thank you. But it's a bit weird because like he only subscribes to my if no one's checked out the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel is nothing. Like people listen to the podcast that only like one view for every
Average of
video.
like 3 views. Or
An
something.
average of like not even like one view per average.
Fuck.
I have like 7 subscribers, but this one dude commented saying he was actually giving me some decent advice. Like respect to the guy who commented. I don't want to put your name out there.
But why is it only one?
I don't want
one
to put your name out there
subscriber?
if your name's actually this. Just for privacy reasons, you can check it out yourself.
Cheers, David.
Imagine if it was David just commenting on the podcast, but another
Cheers,
fake,
David.
under fake alias. But I looked at this guy's account. It looks like he just made it, and he only subscribes to one channel, and it's mine. And I only
You
have
only have
7
7 subscribers.
I only have 7 subscribers, and he commented giving me advice. So it's like, if it's someone close to me, message me personally. If it's just someone that did it out of the kindness of the good heart,
Aggressive
please
advice. It
email.
was like show some profession.
No, but it was like good advice. He's like, he
It was
said,
good.
he said, you're comfortable in front of the mic. You have some good content. Just be a bit more scripted. And he's probably gonna listen to this.
Yeah,
He's gonna listen. Going, you literally did nothing I told you about. Nothing. And on top of that, you got a dead guest for your podcast. It's like
Deadbeat.
just a deadbeat guest. But yeah.
What were we even talking about?
What? I don't remember. Dude, half the podcasts I do, I just don't remember what I talked about at the end. Like, so there's so many I have to, because usually I write a description and stuff. Me and Dave used to be like, God, what did we really talk about? And then you listen back and you're like, whoa, we were talking about that? Jeez, that's pretty ridiculous. But, yeah, I might end the podcast here. It's at 55 minutes, which is probably a bit longer than the last 2 podcasts. But
How long do you usually go?
well, when I'm doing the solo ones, I usually do 35 to 45 minutes, just because it's just me talking and doesn't get annoying.
It's
Yeah.
a nice clean number.
All right, go 4 minutes.
Feel free.
Go. Are you gonna go quote unquote clubbing tomorrow at the
Yeah. The ranch.
ranch?
Support your local, the ranch.
God, the dirtiest place. No, it'd be
Stop trying to
dirty.
make that
It'd be
word a thing.
dirty, boy. But it's a classic, just ratchet place where the beats go hard. Where the beats
You
go
got
hard.
the pokies in one corner. You got the
Yeah, dude. If anyone's super drunk, just go there, because the security guards did not give a fuck at all. Like
They usually do though.
the thing is that I bought a full drink. I took a sip, and then I'm on the DF. Just how your boy. You know how. I should say as well. Ben, my roommate, one of the
They
best.
already know.
One of the best white boy dancers I know. Give it.
They didn't know I was white. Why'd you have to say that?
Well, you're white. You're so
I'm
like
white.
your voice is so white.
True.
You're just white.
I feel it's just
Everything
classic
about-
Australian. Australian voice.
Body Australian. You're not even Australian. Though. I'm more Australian than you. That's
Yeah,
the
but I'm
funniest
white,
part.
so I'm more Australian.
Oh,
We've
my-
had this conversation
Oh
before.
my
I am
god!
white,
But
so
I'm more Australian. I'm actually Australian. Like my nationality and my passport is Australian.
Same.
Is it actually?
Yeah, I've got a birth certificate. I got a citizenship. That's what I got.
Citizenship. I have a birth certificate.
Yeah, but
Literally.
What colour's your skin?
Kyrie Irving, more Australian than Ben. Ben Simmons, more Australian.
Yeah, but they
than
are
Ben.
known for being Australian.
Huh?
I thought they were Australian.
They are Australian. They were born here, but they're half African American. Both of them.
They were born here.
Yeah. They're
Really?
Ben Simmons was born in Melbourne. He was raised in Melbourne till he was like 12 years old.
Fuck, it's pretty crazy.
Then he moved to Australia. It's pretty weird though, because like his accent just sounds American, even though for majority of his life he lived in
Yeah.
Australia.
How old
But
is he?
He's our age, I think, like 20. Oh no, he might be 21, 22. But he was living here since he was. I think he left when he was like 12, 13. No, probably later, like 14, 15, I think.
I
But
feel like
he left for high school in America.
During your teenage years is when you probably get the accent. I feel like I didn't have an accent until I reached like 20 or some shit, or 19.
An accent,
An accent.
but you don't really have an accent, I guess. But maybe it's because
Maybe I do. I don't know. We'll see.
The thing is, like, when I go overseas and stuff, like when I went to America to visit my relative, they think I have like the fattest accent.
Yeah, same.
And they're just like,
You have no accent.
but you have no accent either. But then somehow I have.
I definitely have an accent. You don't have an accent.
No, you don't. You just sound normal. I've got a bit of an Aussie twang to me, you know.
Oh, no, you don't.
You just know I
Fuck
do.
off,
Though.
we're full.
Huh?
Back to where you came from.
But Jesus, wait, you want me to go back to Manly? I'll go back there.
Oh,
Go.
says he supports Manly, but he's
go back to where you came from, mate. Bloody island, you foreigner. You disgusting, dirty.
I'm Australian.
You dirty foreigner.
I'm Australian.
Go back to where you came from, mate.
I will in a week.
Well, you're not, because Ireland's not part of the UK.
Going
so
near there.
Brexit, mate.
Part of Ireland is. Part of Ireland.
Brexit, mate. Brexit.
The Northern Ireland
Oh,
is
mate,
part of it.
Brexit.
Northern Ireland's part of it.
Is there like a... Why is there Northern Ireland as Ireland? Is there like a reason for that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I assume there is a reason.
I feel like there is... Because Northern Ireland's part of the UK, right?
I think they just took it.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah, they're just like, this is ours.
But then why is Ireland not called South Ireland? You know what I mean? Like,
Because it's
why?
Ireland.
But you know how there's North Korea and South Korea?
Yeah.
There's not just Korea.
Southern Ireland, Northern Ireland. I don't know.
There should be South.
'cause
It should be the
yeah.
Northern Ireland. There should be Southern Ireland.
Well, I guess
but it's just Ireland.
they just assume it's Southern Ireland. Because Northern Ireland, Northern Ireland.
But no one calls it Southern Ireland, you know.
'Cause it's
but then
just
that being
Ireland.
said, no one really calls it South Korea. They just call it Korea. So.
No, they call it South Korea. If you
Really?
if you say Korea, people don't know what you're talking about.
But But if you go to someone, they don't say I'm South Korean. They say I'm Korean.
Yeah, but that's different. That's
I
like
feel
your
like-
nationality.
But do
'Cause it's all part of
do Northern Irish people call themselves Northern Irish, or do they call themselves Irish?
Irish.
Really?
I'm pretty sure they would, yeah.
Oh, fair enough then. I don't know.
Like yeah. One of my friends is from Northern Ireland, and he just says Irish.
Oh, interesting. Fair enough then.
Because it's nationality, not where you're from.
But still, like, nationality is the country, and the country is Northern Ireland.
Yeah, but Korea only just recently split up, so it's still all the same. They're pretty much the same country. They're not country, but it's the same nationality. They're all the same people, really. They're not separate people.
Jeez, I don't know. If you're from Northern Ireland, please comment.
If you're from North Korea,
Please
comment.
Please comment. Jeez, I do want to go to North Korea though, but you can't.
I don't want to go. You can.
You can go on the border like that. I forgot what.
No, people go. Heaps of people go over.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's-
maybe. Oh, that's right. You have to go through China. That's right.
No, you can just straight up fly in.
No, you can't. You have to go through China. I'm pretty sure. You can't just straight fly into North
Yeah,
Korea.
you got to get
That is-
permission and shit.
Yeah, but you have to go through China.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you do.
No.
You have to go. That's the only place to go through. I'm pretty sure you have to go through
No,
China.
you can fly in if you get permission and shit. And that's what.
What airline's gonna fly you into North Korea?
I don't know. There's specific airlines.
That's
Like,
what I mean. I'm pretty sure it's just China.
oh, you got to go to China and
Like
then
you
get
go
a
to
flight.
China and then from China they allow you to fly to North
because
Korea.
heaps of people get in trouble. There's like that guy that stole some propaganda poster or some
Oh
shit.
yeah, true.
And he's. I'm pretty sure he's in America now again, but what a
Yeah,
fucking idiot.
God, yeah, that is balls.
The posters do look cool though. I'd want one of them.
Would you do it? Would you be that ballsy?
Yeah, 100%.
To what, steal something from North Korea?
Yeah, I'd still. I don't know.
What, beer coasters?
Yeah, their dignity.
Oh my god, I do.
It's already been stolen.
Jeez, the thing. It would be funny if you go to North Korea and it's just better than you realize. Because you know how there's all that sort of propaganda around North Korea being like just this like third world country.
Dude, that's what I was thinking the other day. Because
Yeah.
North Korea, they teach how evil like Western society is.
Yeah.
So they're probably, but then our governments are probably teaching us that it's
Exactly.
evil as well.
Yeah.
So then, so it's probably, but we think it's normal.
That's
But
yeah.
they probably think it's
That
normal.
is
that we're
yeah.
evil
It's
as
pretty
well.
insane. Yeah, the whole cultural dynamics.
I know.
I've always wondered about that.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure two of our friends are going to their border next year.
Oh really? Well, I'll ask you after. who,
Rahul and
but-
Mitch.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they're going Japan.
I'm going with them actually. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah.
That's so random.
Yeah.
Did you buy
I
the
forgot about that.
tickets?
No, I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going.
Oh, because they wanted me to go.
Ugh.
Well, Rahul wanted me to go, not really Mitch. He didn't really ask. But I feel like I want to go.
I'm already going. So
But I don't know
go.
if I don't want to go with you. You know.
Yeah, well,
You're probably
I'm already
just-
going, so-
You're probably like the shittest traveler, to be honest. You're
Okay.
probably just a shit. You probably just stay in your hostel and just, do the dirty dancing by yourself. You know.
I do that, but I do other stuff as well.
Yeah. Jeez, I do need to book my trip soon if I. But
Yeah, Southeast Asia.
I'm so unorganized. I'm so unorganized.
Get
The thing
your
is,
life on track.
I'm just scared to just commit because it's just like fuck, I've committed, and then
I know,
and now I just can't do anything for that whole period of time.
It's true.
And like if I get like a job or if I just get some type of opportunity,
Well,
even though I won't get a job or some type of opportunity, it's just like the fear that if I do, then it's like wow, the worst timing in the world. I get this, and then
Well,
I
this
need
actually
to-
triggered me. Like our two mates are going to North Korea.
yeah,
They're going to North Korea, Japan, and back into Australia. Like usually you book like multi-trip. But they're-
yeah.
But they're booking single plane tickets everywhere. So like on 2 months ago they bought the ticket to Japan.
Yeah.
Then last week they bought the ticket from Japan to Korea.
Oh yeah.
It's
they'll
fucking
tell
like
me,
why are you buying it all at once? You're buying it individually.
That's
So
weird
dumb.
because well, I bought mine all at once when I went to that big trip.
Yeah, you
And
save so much
I did
money.
it with Rahul as well. We were literally all sitting around at a table together. We all booked the multi-flight trip together.
Yeah, you save so much money. And what's the point in booking one here, one next month, one here?
Well, I guess, I don't know. Maybe if you're anticipating flights to go down, but
Nah,
it's
definitely
weird because
not.
I actually organized my trip like 4 months ago with the pricing, and then like yesterday I re-looked at the prices and it's actually gotten cheaper. I'm like, geez, like
Yeah, because they're probably realizing they're not
and this
going
is
to
booking.
sell out the
This is
tickets.
booking like 1 month before, because you know how most people book their trips like months, even like a year in advance.
Yeah.
I'm looking to book my trip like 1 month before I go, and it looks like it's going to be as cheap, if not cheaper than.
It's
before.
because they probably realize they're not going to sell out the tickets, so then they sell
Yeah.
it for less.
What is it, dude? It's you know the whole like airplane thing where they always sell extra tickets.
Yeah,
That's
fucked.
it's weird, but it's somehow it's funny how it works out so many times. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, how does that work?
Yeah,
I don't know.
they always
anticipate
They
someone
always
not going.
anticipate someone not coming,
That's fucked.
and they lose so much money if no one shows up for that. Like they lose so much money if no one goes on the seat.
How would they lose money though? The ticket's still been paid.
Huh?
You heard me.
I don't know. Like I saw videos. Economically, it works out better for them if they overbook the flight and then they just put those people on a flight to another flight than if they were.
Oh yeah. But I thought you said if they book it all up and people don't show up, then why would it matter? They still
Yeah.
paid it. I guess if people don't show up, then they've just sold an extra tickets and they don't show up anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're selling more than what's on the flight.
Yeah, I guess. Well, no, I think it's like fuel and like all, because I think the basically the plane tickets pays for majority of the fuel, so they're using extra, like, could they account for the weight as well? So they're anticipating extra fuel that they spent on the fuel.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know how it really works. I could just I'm pretty much BSing right now. I'll be straight up. I'm BSing. So that could be the fact I'm saying, but I'm not entirely sure.
Do you think the viewers would like fake facts like this? Like,
Not
show
really.
show
You know
some
what-
integrity.
There was a big article, oxycodone. It was.
Look, mate, you're meant to be the leader of this
people
podcast. You're meant to be the leader of this podcast.
Man, I'm the
you know,
leader
we aren't coming up with anything.
Well, I'm the leader of the apartment as well, so I guess I do provide a
fair
leadership position. for
Changing
you,
the
so,
subject?
Well, I'm not really. I'm just saying that you are a follower.
definitely just
I
changed
lead
the
by
subject.
example. You need to follow me. Everything.
All I do is just give back. All you do is take. You just steal.
Just from cooking, or how do you cook your fish, Jordan? It's like, oh God, just give him the secrets to the trade. Oh, like, why do you dress so well? Like, it's just
God, you wear the
it's
same
just
shit every day.
ongoing. It's just ongoing. Like, the man's a fashion icon.
Oh,
Like, you
God.
just copy my style. Oh, wants to buy Jordan 1s all of a sudden. Oh, I wonder where you got
All
that.
of a sudden?
Well, I wonder where you got that.
You don't even have
idea.
any Jordan ones.
You don't have any either, but it's
That's why I
somehow-
wanna buy them.
when I put-
What?
Are you gonna buy like the most whack ones? I'm gonna,
Definitely not. The green ones, they hit. They hit.
You could, no,
It's my
don't BS. Don't say it with that confidence, because even you are unsure if you.
I
wanna
am
buy.
unsure. I don't know. I'll probably just get some fake breads or some shit, to be
God,
honest,
yeah.
instead of the green ones.
God, yeah, that was you watched that video, didn't you?
Which one?
The one that with the
Yeah.
Vice
Yeah,
that did on the whole fake.
the fake sneakers.
Yeah, that's when I watched that, it's insane.
They look so legit. though.
They're super like I think it's like high. I think premium fakes.
I honestly have no problem paying for fakes, like, because if you pay something resale, you're not giving any money to Nike. They've already got their money from someone else buying
Yeah.
it. You're giving money to someone else.
exactly.
That's not part of the You know, I don't give a fuck shorting someone else, but if I short a company, I don't give a fuck shorting a company either. Fuck, I'll buy everything fake.
Sometimes you won't even buy stuff, you know.
Yeah,
when
well-
big companies.
Don't say that. They're gonna listen.
I didn't insinuate
They're gonna listen to this podcast and come after me.
They. I feel like I
He's not paying for his
It's an
beans.
inside joke because we can't explain the podcast, but I feel like they are watching me. They are watching me. At
It's
that
pretty
moment.
much you go to the self-scanning checkout. You don't scan some stuff. You know,
Oh.
something happens. You walk home. You know,
I'm
something
not-
ends up in your
I'm
bag.
not saying that I do it. I don't think Ben's saying that he does it either. It's just sometimes that's what happens.
I'm just, sometimes a bean just slips through and just gets into your bag.
Oh God, That's what
beans.
oh God, this
I'm thinking about those beans.
my man. Did it have baked beans in other countries?
Yes, of course they do.
In America and stuff. I feel
Of
like
course they do.
I feel like baked beans is such an Australian or UK
no,
thing.
baked beans is a staple everywhere.
No one likes the beans.
Everyone loves
Especially
beans.
baked beans. It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
It's good.
No one appreciates baked beans as
80
much as
cent.
you
No.
do.
Okay, you here? Ready?
Go.
Some rice,
Yep.
some beans,
Mm,
some tuna, lemon and pepper tuna,
That decent.
some soy sauce.
Decent.
You mix it all together.
Yeah, but like,
A meal for $1.30. $1.30 a meal for a good. It will fill you up as well. It's fucking
the
good.
thing is, like, you don't heat up the beans, so it's just this cold gelatin.
No, because-
it's sort of gelatin, and I always hear you on the couch just going, like, it's just like,
It's nice. It's sweaty.
oh my god, no one uses the word nice and sweaty in the same sentence. Oh, it's nice and it's sweaty.
No, but
That's pretty
because
nasty.
the rice heats up the beans. Because the rice is already warm.
It's just
need
disgusting,
to heat
man.
them
It's just disgusting. If you like
good.
beans, go check yourself, bro.
If you like beans, show some love for your boy.
for your boy, Ben Beans.
Oh god.
For
Now you've
God.
told them my name.
What,
Oh,
Ben?
they already know. Yeah. They
Wow,
already know.
wow.
They already know.
They already know.
I remember David used to get so mad. He's like, I don't want them to know my name. I don't want them to know where.
Oh,
I
you
live."
know, they want to know their full. Well, no, they don't know my full name. Actually, if they'll probably find out what my full name is because I have
I
my.
was about to just say David's full name, but then I was like,
Oh, dude, I would actually have to delete that. Man.
Why?
No, I wouldn't. But he is a bit paranoid, but
He does.
It's just what he is.
Like-
you know?
He updated his profile picture on Facebook the other week.
And he had some iconic building in Sydney.
Oh, they know we live in. Oh, fuck. we live in Sydney,
They
alright?
know. They know.
Alright, we live in Sydney. He had some iconic building in Sydney in his background, in his profile picture. And since he's going on exchange, he had to delete the iconic building out of his profile picture because he didn't want people to know on exchange that he's from Sydney. And it's like, who cares? No one's going to come after
What do
you.
you think is like? They're gonna ask him where you're from anyway. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna go to exchange because
They're not going to look at his profile picture and be like, oh, fuck, he's from Sydney. Let's get him. Get him. Let's get his family.
no, I think it was because he's like I think he's going like he's going backpacking as well, and he's scared that people are gonna kidnap him, and then they know where he's from or something. So I guess if you want to be extra precautious, he's probably doing the right thing.
Does he listen to the podcast?
Yeah, probably. God, I feel bad.
He's gonna get him. I'm gonna get a very angry message.
Yeah, you are. Is he gonna come? Is he coming out tomorrow? I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably. I'm not sure.
No.
But God, we've actually gone. I said 4 extra minutes. We somehow milked that for a pretty long time.
I guess the podcast was faltering a bit towards the 90th minute. I mean, the 60th minute.
Dude, this happened with David as well. All the time, like we sort of got a bit dry towards the end, and then we have one topic, and then we talk for like another 20 minutes. So.
That's just how good friendship works, you know.
Oh wow! Wow! Oh, the feel. What a way to end the feel. Oh.
Got me in my feelings.
Oh, he's got me in my feelings. Oh.
I was talking about you and David, by the way.
Oh,
Not me and you.
He's trying to push it away, and then it's okay, bro. It's okay.
That's right.
It's pretty. It's pretty to say we weren't friends even at the beginning of the year, and now my man's just talking about true friendship.
I was talking about you and David.
It's alright. It's alright. Dude. You don't have to like reflect it all. It's okay. It's okay.
There's no reflecting.
I know that you love me. It's okay. It's okay. It's cool.
Oh, you didn't say the other way.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Alright.
Don't worry, man. You're a cool friend. You're a good friend as well. I wouldn't want to travel with you though, because like I said, you're probably the worst traveler.
No, I'm a good
Actually, you're probably a good traveler.
Because I do stuff, you know?
Rahul, I don't think Rahul actually listens to the podcast sometimes, but I don't think he'll get this far. Exposed.
He's gonna
Rahul's
give
one
up
of the
halfway
worst
through the
travelers to deal with.
Really?
One of the
Why?
worst. One of the worst.
Why? ASMR.
One of the worst. One of the worst. Dude, ASMR is freaky, but yeah.
Dude, ASMR affects me so bad. Like,
Really?
I
Yeah,
can feel
yeah,
it in my
dude.
brain and my toes. And
Yeah,
shit.
we're actually trialing it yesterday, and like he put up a video, and like he was just like, my toes.
Yeah, it's
It's in my toes, and I was like,
some people like it. I don't like it because it feels like someone's inside your toes.
I thought no, I didn't get any really real feeling from it, like anything like your sensation where like my toes or my head's tingling.
Yeah.
I listened to it and I was like, I don't know, it feels weird.
I feel like it's. I feel like a lot of pedophiles use it, you know, because it's a lot of like.
Jeez.
It's a lot of women like whispering really like. Sexually
It's
into the microphone.
very sexual. It's
It
very
is.
sexual.
It makes me uncomfortable. I want to listen to not like a dude, but like some mechanical
ASMR robot.
Surely, what are they? Just Stephen Hawking.
I don't know, just like
Yeah.
brushing their robot parts against the mic.
Oh my god! I thought you were gonna say something else. Brushing the robot parts.
Yeah.
But no, ASMR, it's insane that it's become like a big thing now as well.
Dude, they must make so much money off those YouTube hits. Like,
Yeah, it's the same as the people that just eat.
the one that came out. We watched. It came out a day ago.
Mm.
400,000 views.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
It's
good.
fucked.
And there's so many like it generally is just chicks talking, just like, hi,
Yeah, they're like, hey boys.
hey guys. And they always have like some random objects where they're like, oh, I got this new blanket cover, and they just go like,
Yeah, they brush up against it and shit.
yeah, you're like, yeah, that's weird. It's
Make sure to smash that like button.
subscribe, hit like, rate,
Smash
comment,
that
review,
like button.
rate, comment, review, smash. You know,
Smash it.
don't click it, just smash it.
I
Pump
don't think
it,
I've ever
just
liked a
pump
video on
it.
YouTube.
Really? I think I've liked the couple. Actually, that would be. Let me check what videos I've liked. I've liked the couple because when you like it, you just save it. So like if you want to watch it again,
Oh yeah, you can put
so
it in
that's
your favorites.
yeah,
like
exactly. That's what I do. So I wonder what actually I've liked.
That. You got to read them out without looking them first, so you can't hide.
Yeah,
anything.
wait, I'm trying to figure out how to even access it. Wait, here we go. Well,
Alright.
for 165 liked.
Okay, don't look at them. You just got to read them out straight away. You've already looked at them. That means you've looked at it. Read
No,
them out straight away.
No, because the top three are just my podcast.
Oh no.
Me liking my own stuff. Pursuit of Happiness cover, Kid Cudi.
Ugh.
Entire bro team versus Sexy Zach.
Jesus, what is that?
Sexy Zach.
No, it's like some skateboarding channel.
Like, why is he sexy?
ASAP Ferg, Plain Jane official lyrics.
Excuse me, I'm
Genius.
still talking about sexy Zach over here.
No, he was a YouTuber that plays like this skateboarding game. I don't know why I liked
Is he
it.
sexy?
Yeah, it's alright. It's actually just my brother liking a lot of stuff. 'Cause my
here
brother's
we
Jesse,
go.
same account. Look, it's like this bunch of Fortnite. Look, where to find the server hacks. It's like, what the hell? No one cares.
Maybe you're trying to hack for. You're trying to hide the hacking for.
Here we go. Gold Link, her side story, live on Triple J. Would Paul George play well with James? Or with James Harden? Yeah, just a bunch
Who's
of random
Paul George?
stuff. Oh, huh? Oh, just basketball player.
Fair.
Dude. Should we end the podcast depressingly?
Yeah, what is it?
Just R.I.P. Mac Miller, you know? Just,
Oh.
yeah, I know.
I didn't really listen to him. I had no knowledge of him though. So
Yeah, I listened to him heavy in high school, like the whole Blue Slide Park album. I really liked. Even his new album Swimming was pretty good. It was a bit more funky and stuff like that.
I heard it was a bunch of like self-medication.
Exactly, it was basically talking about like depression, self-medicating, getting over his breakup with Ariana Grande, which I really feel
Man,
sorry.
that would affect any man.
Oh, yeah, jeez. I really feel sad for Ariana Grande as well because everyone's sort of victimizing her, saying like, no, is it
Hashtag
victimizing?
fuck Ariana Grande.
Victim hating her, yeah, saying hashtag, yeah, fuck Ariana Grande, saying that
That's so fucked. Like,
you-
imagine so much shit has happened to her. Like the Manchester bombings, like that priest touching her up the other week.
oh god, yeah, what was that? What was like?
Do you know what he said? His apology. He was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was doing it." It's like, fuck.
Well, she does.
Such a
I
dirty
guess she
crowd.
doesn't have the biggest.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's not
I
the
really
biggest.
should have said that actually. But yeah, dude, I didn't know I didn't even know it was Ariana Grande because it was. I just saw a video where they were just zooming in on this priest groping. I was like, yo, what is my man's doing? This is like he's going like intense as well.
It's so obvious as well. Like,
And then the camera zoomed out. It was Ariana Grande. I was like, yo, whoa,
dude, Bill Clinton was right behind them.
really?
Yeah, he was sitting right behind them.
God,
It's
that's
so fucked.
That's weird. Like
It's like, oh, it's what is he thinking? Like, obviously, people are gonna see this.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's going through his mind. 'Cause it's not like it was even in like a public or private setting. It was like he was they were standing up, and then he reaches around and just goes for it.
You can see his like old like sausage skelety fingers. Like
Yeah,
being,
and
like,
just and he's like digging on the side as well. Like he's not even he's trying to make it so discreet.
He
But
didn't
it's
even
like,
apologize. He was just like, I didn't realize I was doing it. He didn't even say sorry or if I was doing it, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like if he accidentally did it, he was like sorry if it came across like I was doing that.
Yeah.
But he was just like deflected. He's like, I didn't do that.
yeah. It looked like what I was doing was what I was doing, but I wasn't doing that at all.
Exactly,
Just
yeah.
a typical. Yeah, but no, yeah. I
So
get,
yeah, she had that happen. The Manchester bombings that happened, and then Mac Miller, and then people are like, "Fuck her!" Hashtag fuck her. It's like she's probably grieving in her own way,
exactly.
and then she's got all this shit. Apparently, she was. This is like some rumor. I don't know if it's actually true, but she was like, what's it called when you institutionalized for anxiety? Fuck, I don't know. Put in some hospital or some shit.
Oh, like what? Some mental asylum.
Nah, not that.
No,
I feel
asylum,
like she
but like
she
mental
just
hospital.
got checked up for anxiety related shit like a day ago or some shit.
Yeah.
That's probably not true. It's probably bullshit. But
Well, it could be true. Either like anyone would really feel that distraught because
Yeah, it's fucked.
that was like a pretty long term relationship, I guess, and like pretty public as well. And considering that, to be fair, she might like like not her, but their breakup, like the relationship, falling apart could have been a big factor in him using
Well, she
that
did like
self-care,
marry
self-medicating.
this other dude that like. Well, she went right into another relationship.
Yeah,
and
but
just
no,
married him.
basically, like while she even admitted while her and Mac Miller were dating that she had a crush on Pete Davidson.
Why would
I
you
was
admit
just
that?
like, yeah, I had a crush. I had a crush on him ever since we met, which is pretty funny because it's clear
Hashtag fuck her.
oh jeez, come on, man. It was weird though. Her Instagram picture was just him, like with no caption, and it was like,
Yeah, I don't want to be jaded, but I felt like she was just kind of like, I don't know. Like,
Just
if
doing
you're
it to do
grieving,
it.
why would you post it on Instagram with nothing? Just to show that people that you grieving. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's what I didn't understand either. Like,
maybe I'm just a jaded cunt.
I guess maybe I feel like again. I think I said it like yesterday. She probably felt a bit of pressure to post something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's probably some type of pressure that she felt that because if she doesn't like showcase or portray anything on social media, everyone's gonna be like, oh, she doesn't care. She doesn't even think about it at all. But
Yeah.
obviously she does.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It is pretty sad, I guess. 26 as well. I didn't realize the man was so young. But
Yeah, he's releasing a lot of albums for 26.
yeah, he did. And like he uplifted so many artists as well. Like
My favorite artist, SZA.
yeah, SZA. Oh god. I guess going more positive. SZA. Just
Jesus.
Jesus.
Just what a woman.
The woman. I think she's the new queen. I think she could be one of the new queens.
Nah, Serena Williams is my
oh
queen.
my god.
Yes.
Yes, queen,
Yes.
yes.
She's fighting against
Yes.
the patriarchy.
The male patriarchy in women's tennis. Jeez. But dude, yeah, SZA's bad. SZA's bad.
She's bad.
Album good as well.
She's hotter because her songs are good.
You say you've got a girl. Yeah.
I'm resisting the urge to sing right now.
God, dude, man. I wish. I want this podcast to be big enough so I can just be like, if anyone wants to go clubbing with me, go because it just goes off.
Well, yeah, Ranch. Well,
The
Wednesday tomorrow at the Ranch at 10 p.m. Be there.
That's so, dude. That would be the creepy. Someone goes up
Dude,
there.
that would
hey,
be
man,
creepy.
I'm from the I'm a fan from the podcast. I'll
Dude,
be like,
imagine we show up and just like 100 people are there. That would be insane.
no, I don't want to do it now because then if no one
Wait, what are
shows
you
up,
gonna
then
say?
it's just
Yeah, no one's gonna show up.
Alright, the Ranch at North Ride. Go there 10 p.m. and just go to everyone around and just say, oh, I listen to the 23 Shots of JD podcast.
No, as soon as you open the door, just yell, "Yo, 23 shots of JD."
Yeah, at the top of your
here.
lungs at 10 p.m. I will be there, and if you
Well,
say
we'll
that,
give you.
I'll buy you a free drink.
Okay. Dude, fucking.
I'll buy you a free drink and you can watch me do a 50 slap on the
Wait, when do you upload this?
Wednesday, 12 p.m. Australia
So
time.
someone would have to download and listen to it and then change their plans.
They would have to listen. They would have to listen to 121 minutes of the podcast.
Jesus.
They would have to listen to 121 minutes of the podcast to hear that they need to get to the ranch at 10 p.m.
If someone
wild.
is there,
that is
wild. Crazy.
That is wild. So yeah, good luck to anyone that does that. But
Is that a good place to end it?
I guess I think it might be the longest podcast I've done.
Oh well,
I think it might again historical. I think.
historic.
I think I'm not sure.
Every podcast I'm on is historic.
I think maybe me and David did a podcast like in the first 5 episodes. That was like an hour and a half, which was that was pretty big. But hour and 20 minutes, considering we struggled to finish up 54 minutes. So that's pretty respect.
Yeah.
Anything else you really want to talk about before we go? Or
Support your local.
support. We haven't been to the local though in a while. Shout out to Flat Rock Cafe. No, Flat Rock Brew Cafe. What is it?
Flat Rock
Brew Cafe. Yeah, Flat Rock Brew Cafe. Shout out to the local.
Fuck, everyone knows what region we run in now.
God, yeah. If someone if they just figure out,
They can triangulate where we live.
God, they actually could.
Triangulating.
God,
Yeah,
we could just get swatted at any moment.
true.
That would be.
It's say the address.
It's
We live at
Dude, that's like Ice Poseidon, dude. He just puts his address on like his live streams, and just goes like, yeah, just show up.
Fuck, that's crazy.
I know, it's crazy.
Someone could just show up with like a gun.
That's what I mean. Like anyone could just show up and just like swat him or, you know, kidnap him or
shit,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But God, those whole
He
lives.
looks like an absolute goblin, that dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, just his voice is just. It's I don't know. I don't even know how you have a voice like that. Like
He is an incel.
it's such a distinct voice.
Yeah.
God, yeah, he probably isn't. Yeah, incel. What is an incel?
No, I'm not going to explain
No,
it. It's too late into this podcast to try and
it is
explain
really
that.
it is really way too late. God. I'm in a predicament though. I don't know why I'm saying this on the podcast, but do I get pizza tonight?
No, I'm getting pizza. I've already said yes.
Oh, I'm gonna get pizza.
Or a
man.
Macca's on.
Oh, Macca's on. Maybe Macca's on.
No, pizza, man.
I don't know. Pizza is cheap actually.
Yes. Alright, end this.
God, what a wild podcast.
End this. I'm hungry.
Yeah, cheers for listening to the podcast, especially if you got this far. Haven't done a podcast this long in a while. It definitely won't be like this next week, I don't think. But yeah, like if you want to interact with the podcast further, you can find me on Twitter at.
You can find me at the ranch at 10 p.m.
You can find me at the ranch at Northride at 10 p.m.
Dude, people are going to think this is a legit club and show up and be like, why the fuck am I standing in this RSL?
Why am I here? I traveled from Queensland.
Yeah, why am I here? We
But,
we might not even show up. Like, we might just be like, fuck, I'm too tired to go.
I wonder if I should title the podcast "Show Up at the Ranch Northwide at 10 p.m."
Jesus. God.
I'm here for the podcast.
Are you going to tag the ranch this time in your Instagram story like you did
Yeah, I
Flat
will,
Rock?
I will.
Oh, God.
Meet me at
Don't
the
do
ranch.
it.
Meet me at the ranch 10 p.m.
Jeez.
Oh god, that's a great idea. I will do
They're
that.
just gonna respond with like a thumbs up, like Flat Rock did.
Yeah, no, they'll be like, don't show up, because they'll be like, what the hell?
They'll be like, yeah.
But yeah, you can interact with me further on Twitter at 20shotsofJD. I'm trying to be more active on there, so definitely check it out. Can you not do that, please?
Can they hear that?
I can hear it, so they'll definitely hear it. That's probably ASMR as well. Feel my beard.
Now they know I have a beard.
Oh my
You
god!
stop releasing information.
You're the
about
one
me.
that's what? You're rubbing it on some type of substance.
It might be the couch.
Well, it's not the couch. It's your beard. So
Okay.
yeah, follow me on Twitter at 20shotsofJD. Like I said, I'm trying to be more active there, so that's probably the best place to try and contact me. If you don't have Twitter, don't use Twitter or don't like Twitter, you can email me at 23shotsofjd@gmail.com. Got a weird email. Some person just emailed me hi.
What?
That's
What
it.
happened?
Like today, they
Tell
just
me.
emailed me hi.
What'd they say?
That's it. Hi.
Oh, just hi. I
Yeah,
thought you said
HI.
You were saying they emailed me hi.
Oh
they
no.
were hi when they
Oh
emailed
no,
you.
no. They emailed me hi.
Did you respond?
No, because I feel like it's probably like some weird bot or something. I don't know why.
right.
It would be weird if some person, like some fan of the podcast, just emailed hi. But you could-
Whoever that YouTube commenter was.
yeah, email me as well. I'd like to talk to you, but as well, I think I'm gonna try. All these motivational books and stuff. They always tell you to get your goals and speak it into existence. I want to get Big Rob on the podcast. I feel like there is a chance for me to get Big Rob on the podcast, and I want everyone that's
Jesus.
listening to put their energy towards email Big Rob, email Celeb Hype, and say that you want him to be
Yes.
on the 23 Shots of JD podcast.
God,
And
that
I'll
would be
make
insane.
I'll make sure that Ben's on it as well.
Yeah.
I'll make sure he's on it, because if I can get him on the podcast, that'll be.
No, we got to get him to bring his height measuring tools to measure how tall we really are.
Well, wait, he's not gonna fly. Or,
We
Oh
could be
my
on
God.
Celeb Heights.
Dude, and he's gonna get a picture next to
Yo,
us, and we would be on Celeb Rights.
God, I want to be on Celeb Heights. Oh my god, I want him to give like an. That would be like, I want to see if I can get like a Skype call happening and be like, oh, how tall do you think I am? And oh god, because then if he says 6 foot, boom, instant.
Do I have to stand next to you?
No, then you stand up, and then he says how tall you are.
Okay.
And then we sit next to each other, and then
Okay,
it would
okay.
be the ultimate exposed. So, geez, Rob, a lot of big. I'm gonna probably try and email Big Rob after tonight. I'm just gonna spam him. I'm gonna spam Big Rob. But yeah, email me at 23shotsofjd@gmail.com. Any questions, queries, anything you want us to talk about, just any comments, maybe something more in depth than just hi. That would be a bit better, but mate, do whatever you want. But yeah, anything else you want to add, Ben?
No.
You sure? I'm really just trying to milk it so I can get like 1:30 on the
hungry.
dot. Alright.
I am hungry. What? Do your ending.
Cheers. Bye. Oh, God, that's not it. Bye. Nah, that's not. Bye. There we go. Bye.
Bye.